British Treasury. And their French and Indian War. The good news, Parliament rescinded most of those taxes after just a few years, but they left in place the tax on tea, which was annoying. Here we are, British citizens on this side of the Atlantic. Why should we pay tax on British tea? It didn't make sense to us. So on December 16, 1773, there were 3 ships tied up there at Griffith's Wharf. The Eleanor, the Dartmouth, and the Beaver, loaded with a total of 92,000 pounds of loose-leaf tea. And that day, a group of citizens calling themselves the Sons of Liberty stormed aboard all 3 vessels, shouting, "No taxation without representation." They boarded those vessels, and what did they do with the tea?
Dumped it out.
They dumped it in the harbor, right over the side into Boston Harbor. That's what they did. The king heard about it. He was not at all amused. He called it the Boston Tea Act. But today, we know it as the Boston Tea
Party!
Yeah, the Boston Tea Party. That's where it took place. Even more important, that's why it took place. To the right of that bridge is Boston. To the left of it is south of Boston. That's why we call this area South Boston. You'll catch on to our naming strategy, I know it. Off to the right, here's a good picture. If you have a camera out, look at our reflection in this glass wall. It's our best selfie on the harbor.
Oh, yeah, see it on the building?
But I want to point out the building just to the right of that glass mirror. That 4-story glass cube-shaped building just in front of the Goodwin Tower, right on the water's edge. That's the Institute of Contemporary Art. And when that museum was finished in 2006, that was one of the tallest buildings in the Seaport District of South Boston.
Dang.
Everything else that's so much taller has sprouted up in the last decade or so. And in a moment, I'll tell you why. Now off to our right is Commonwealth Pier, built in 1912 to serve the passenger trade. Which during the 1950s, the transatlantic ocean liners visited here a lot. We had the Queen Mary and the Queen Elizabeth at the Cunard lines, just among many others that stopped right here. More recently, this was the World Trade Center. Now it's undergone renovations. You'll find lots of new shops and restaurants there, well worth a visit. But next we have a pier with some fishing boats tied up alongside here in Boston. That's why we call this one the Boston Fish Pier. Right? I know you'll catch on. Many of our fishing vessels look alike. They have at least one reel on the back of the vessel called the stern.